All right, welcome back today. Take out your notes packet and open up to 9.3, area of composite figures. Today our essential question is, how do you find the area of a composite figure? What is area again? Area is the space that's inside of a figure. It is two-dimensional, so we square our answers. Composite figures, what are they? They are a single shape that's made up of multiple different shapes. So even if you look down here, you can see we have this rocket-looking figure. It is made up of three different shapes, two little triangles and a big rectangle. So we're going to have to know the formulas. So you're going to reference back. You're going to keep looking back to all these formulas because sometimes you might have a trapezoid, sometimes you might have a triangle, sometimes you might have a square. All of this stuff will be very useful for you. So there you have a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Square is side squared. Rectangle is length times width. Parallelogram is base times height. Trapezoid, this one's a little different. We have 1/2 times the height times, in parentheses, base 1 plus base 2. And we'll talk about that when we get to it. All right, let's go figure out the area of this first composite figure. Oops. Okay. So it says find the area of this figure. Use 3.14 for pi. Well, we don't even need 3.14 for pi because there is no circle in this. So we're going to use just our triangle and our rectangle. So let's break it up into those three different figures. So we have two triangles and a big rectangle. And in order to find the area of all of them, we're going to add together all of their areas. Well, let's go label what we know. We know that this is first triangle, so I'm looking at the top one, is 2 by 3. This triangle is just a little different. It is 3 by 3. And then the rectangle is what? We have to pay very close attention. Well, let's count. I'm having a hard time reading that number. It's very small. So let's count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because 8 plus this 3 is 11. And then this one's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can go find the area of each one. So how do you find the area of a triangle? We do 1/2 times the base times the height, or length times width. It doesn't matter which one you do, plus this triangle, 1/2 times 3 times 3, plus this rectangle. How do you find the area of a rectangle? It's length times width, 11 times 4. So if I find half of 2, that's 1, times 3 is just 3, plus 1/2 of 3 is 1.5 times 3 is 4.5, plus 11 times 4 is 44. And if we add all of them together, what would we get? We would get 51.5. And now, I said earlier, we need to square our answers. So this is feet, and area is always squared. So 51.5 feet squared. And we found the area of our composite figure. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, we have a rectangle, or actually it's a square. And we know it's a square because it's perfect 10 by 10. Then we have this figure over here. This is like a silo that's been tipped over. Okay, this is half of a circle. So if you can't remember how to find the area of a circle, maybe you got to go back. All right, we don't have the area of a circle in here, do we? No, but we learned about it, so let's add it. Their area of a circle is pi times r squared. So make sure to add that. Pi r squared. Now, we don't know r. We know the diameter is 10. So halfway across, that is 5. That's our r. All right, well, let's go find. We're going to find the area of a square plus the area of a half of a circle. So we know that this is 10 by 10. And we know that the radius is 5. That's very important. So how do you find the area? We go 10 times 10 here plus, we do pi times r, which is 5 squared. But then we're going to divide all of that by 2. Why are we dividing that by 2? We're dividing that by 2 because this is only half of the circle. This on top would find all of the circle, but we only want half. All right, so let's go and do the math. 10 times 10 is 100 plus, well, we have pi, which we're supposed to use 3.14 times 5 squared is 25. And then divide that by 2, and we get 39.25. So when we add those together, the final area is 139.25, and this is meters squared. All right, let's go to the next figure. Here we have a parallelogram, a rectangle, and a triangle. All right, it says a banquet room is being carpeted. A floor plan of the room is shown at the right. Each unit represents 1 yard. The carpet costs $23.50 per square yard. How much will it cost to carpet the room? So we have to find the area of the whole room. So we're going to find the area of this parallelogram plus this rectangle plus this triangle. All right. You have to reference back. We can go back and look. How do you find the parallelogram? It's just base times height. So we're going to have to do some counting here. The height is straight up and down between. So that's 1, 2. So the height here is 2. Well, what's the base? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the base. Okay, what about this rectangle? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our triangle is 1, doesn't matter which side, by 2. All right, let's go find the area. Base times height. So 2 times 4 plus 4 times 6 plus 1/2 times 1 times 2. All right, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 6 times 4. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Oh my goodness. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus half of 2 is 1 times 1 is just 1. Now if we add all of those together, 8 plus 24 is 32 plus 1 is 33. Now, what's our label? It is yards squared. But we don't want to know how much areas. We want to know how much it costs. If one of these yards costs $23.50, how many will 33 cost? So we're going to take 33 times $23.50. That's going to give us how much it's going to cost. So if we do 33 times $23.50, we get the carpet's going to cost $775.50. All right, last one. A window is being replaced with tinted glass. The plan at the right shows the design of the window. Each unit length represents 1 foot. The glass costs $28 per square foot. How much will it cost to replace the glass? Use 3.14 for pi. So if we think about this figure, all right, if you think about it, we have a figure that is a rectangle, and then it has 2 semicircles on the outside. Well, if you were to put those 2 semicircles together, it's going to create a circle. And remember, we only need r to find the area of a circle, so we only want halfway across. So let's go find each label. Start with the rectangle. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 tall by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, and halfway across the circle is 1, 2. So that's our radius, which is very important. Now, how do you find the area of a rectangle? 4 times 5. Ooh, we're going to add these two together. Plus the area of a circle, which is 1/2. Oh, I'm sorry. 3.14 pi r squared times 2 squared. All right, 4 times 5, that is 20, plus 2 squared is 4, times 3.14 is 12.56. And when we add those two together, we get 32.56. Now, that's not our final answer. Oh, by the way, this is feet squared. Good label. Now, each foot costs $28. So we're going to have to take 32.56 and times it by 28 to get our total cost for that window. So 32.56 times 28, we get it's going to cost $911.68. All right, that's your notes for today. Good luck on your homework.